In the United States alone, about 61 million people live with a disability. Assistive technology is helping people with disabilities gain independence and make everyday tasks a lot easier. While some of the technology is still in its infancy, or otherwise remains quite pricey, there are some applications that can, for instance, be affordably integrated with your smartphone. And of course, like all other areas of tech, AI has a role to play in assistive tech as well. While there are a number of transformational devices on the market for people living with disabilities, it's worth noting how many tech products we know and love incorporate universal design. Universal design was popularized and championed in the late 90s by the late Ronald Mace, an architect, product designer, and educator, alongside his alma mater, North Carolina State University, and its Center for Universal Design. The term universal design is understood to mean the design of products and environments to be usable by all people to the greatest extent possible without the need for adaptation or specialized design. So, visionaries like Mace helped to create a new product design paradigm. It encouraged the development of products and systems through that lens. That is, to design products with everyone in mind, in order to increase the likelihood that they could be enjoyed universally. Let's briefly consider some examples. Smartphones. These things are now packed with accessibility features like voice activation and speech to text, and are a vehicle for almost limitless possibilities through software applications. This is universal design at work. While these common smartphone features make it easier for everyone to access and use the device, they may provide dramatic efficiency and autonomy for someone with a disability. How about Amazon Alexa-powered Echo? 94 million Echoes shipped in 2023. By 2025, that number may balloon to 130 million units by some estimates. Importantly, many of these devices are relatively affordable, and for individuals living with certain disabilities, they can help provide a level of task efficiency and independence that was previously unavailable. So that's universal design, something that all tech should strive to incorporate. But what about those innovating in the assistive tech space? To what extent have advancements like AI been integrated? Let's start with an amazing free app called Be My Eyes. The software and service has been in place for a few years now and allows people with visual impairment to take a photograph of something with their phones, perhaps a label they're trying to read, for instance, and a volunteer on the other end of the service will describe that photo for the individual. You may not be surprised to learn that the company has now turned to AI to interpret those photos. This has proved invaluable to advance the independence and now the privacy of individuals with visual impairments. Another innovative company using AI for good is Lumen. The company states that it's packed the technology that can be found in self-driving cars and has scaled it down into a headset or glasses that can be comfortably worn. The Lumen glasses help individuals with visual impairments maneuver their way around the world more independently. For instance, without the need of a guide dog that may cost tens of thousands of dollars to train. The Lumen glasses interpret environments in real time and can safely guide their user using haptic feedback. While still being tested and yet to be commercially available, products like the Lumen glasses appear to be on the way soon. For those with voice disabilities, but who still have good articulation, or people who severely stutter, Wisps hopes their technology will allow users to keep a natural flow of conversation as their AI audio-to-audio-based tech translates in real time. The tech mainly positions themselves as a way for those who need to whisper due to vocal constraints to have clear phone and video call conversations. And what about supporting more effective communication avenues for individuals with visual impairments who may also be hearing impaired? Toronto-based company 4Blind has developed a device called Haptobraille Communicator for the deafblind community that's intended to break down barriers in communication. We spoke to CEO Fyodor Bolomoev about how this device works.
So the Haptobraille, it's the first device for communication deaf-blind people. You just start to talk, and the program recognizes your speech and transmits what you say to the tactually sending signals according to the braille to the device. So I feel what you say from my hand. And if I want to say something, I just start typing, doing a keyboard there, typing the message, and that message converted to speech. So we synthesize it voice, and you can hear what I want to say. And that's connect with the phone. You can use the email, you can use the text, you can change the language. For example, I'm from China, you're from Canada, and I can speak still my language, but you understand me in English.
4Blind is also innovating in the space with other devices, like its USB Note, which notifies you when your device is charged, and the Braille Pad, a compact tactile tablet. Let's move on to the world of robotics. Of course, it is ever evolving, and exoskeletons seem like they'll be the next big tech to make waves. Some companies like Hypershell are looking at them to improve the endurance of outdoor adventurers and hikers, while other companies like Vancouver-based Human in Motion Robotics have made tremendous headway in developing an exoskeleton suit that will help mobility-challenged people to be able to walk again. We are excited to discover the work of the Harvard Biodesign Lab around soft exosuits. So, we've got some exoskeletons for everyone, several different kinds offering different capabilities. However, they're either not yet available or are cost prohibitive. As with all tech, you may recognize a pattern. New groundbreaking tech starts catastrophically expensive and exclusive, and then with time, you're buying a 60-inch smart TV for a couple $100s. Shifting to some other cool pieces of assistive technology that we've been tracking, we'll turn to gaming. You could say that we game a little here at Tech Effect. That's why we're happy to see that PlayStation recently introduced its Access Controller, a device that's helping gamers with physical limitations or dexterity issues play their favorite titles. The Access Controller is designed to meet the diverse needs of all players. It has swappable buttons and stick caps to customize the controller to suit each player's range of motion or preferences. Button configuration profiles can be saved and used across different games. Then there's Audio Radar, which is helping deaf and hard of hearing gamers to see the sound for games where sound location is crucial, like in Call of Duty. It uses light bars to show the direction of where the sound in the game is coming from, so you know where you need to move your player. Now next up, we have to touch on this assistive tech, which is truly exciting and almost unbelievable. There's a link in the description courtesy of UC San Francisco, UCSF, if you'd like a deeper dive. But researchers at UCSF are leveraging AI to support new assistive technology that, by way of brain implant, can help individuals living with paralysis communicate more effectively. As far as we're aware, for the first time, innovators have figured out a way to synthesize speech by, well, reading an individual's mind, so to speak. This is done by decoding those unique brain signals that are sent to those muscles required to produce speech. For someone living with paralysis that impacts their speech, those brain signals may not reach their intended destination, preventing or greatly limiting a person's ability to speak. Anne lives with paralysis and is working with researchers to develop next-level assistive tech to support her and others like her who may one day benefit from the work. To this end, researchers at UCSF inserted a thin, rectangular device containing 253 electrodes onto the surface of Anne's brain to monitor those areas of the brain and those corresponding signals known to be essential for speech. With her brain wired to a computer, Anne worked with a team to train an AI algorithm to interpret her own unique brain signals for speech. With time and lots of repetition, the program began to correctly identify the brain patterns linked to all the 44 phonemes in the English language, i.e. those auditory building blocks that allow us to articulate words and verbally communicate with the help of an avatar and a synthesized voice. This incredible technology can allow Anne, and one day hopefully many others, to have more organic and efficient conversations. The team is reportedly working on a wireless version that would not require the user to be attached to the brain-computer interface. Edward Chang, MD, chair of neurological surgery at UCSF, said, "Our goal is to restore a full embodied way of communicating, which is really the most natural way for us to talk with others." Dr. Chang, UCSF researchers, and Anne's success to date in this field is incredible, and I can't wait to see what's next in their story. Our hope is that technology continues to make the world more accessible for people everywhere. I'm Tasha the Amazon. See you next time.